Thank you for watching the Shikama Live Show with your host, Shikama. So there's a channel on here called The Young Turks, TYT. They're a super leftist, fascist, communist, Democrat shill channel that pretends to be news. You know, they have their little news studio and sound guy who's black. I don't know what they are paying him in. Maybe some LSD or marijuana. Is that the black drug of choice? I don't know. He's got dreadlocks, so maybe it's marijuana. They completely deny chemtrails even exist. I have on record pilots who said that they've dropped it, that they've had it as cargo and dropping it. I've had psychologists testify that they saw the planes come over in a public place and that 20 minutes later everybody was going into fights. Everybody in the park, even children, everybody. And as a professional psychologist, they said it would be impossible for such a thing to just randomly occur. I've had Air Force pilots on record say that they've actually flown and been in planes that had the chemicals on them. There is absolutely no doubt that chemtrails exist. So I don't even understand why anybody would think it's a conspiracy. It's an obvious thing. Now, the cover-up is that they're saying, oh, those aren't chemtrails. Those are the jet stream. No, the jet stream disappears almost instantaneously. Chemtrails linger in the sky for hours. And then they crisscross the sky to make a net in the sky. So, no, it's not the jet stream because a normal plane doesn't crisscross the sky to form patterns in the sky. And anybody who would dare believe that it's just a jet stream is a fool. Or they are on the cover-up, in cahoots with the whole cover-up and calling people a conspiracy. I've never thought that the Young Turks were cool about anything, that they ever told the truth about anything. And for them to then go around attacking people like Mark Dice, who does admittedly deal in conspiracy, but I mean, some of the stuff he says is true. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that, you know, that the government is doing this and the government is not reporting this and that and the other, that the government underreports unemployment. Do you really think that we have 5.4% unemployment? Just think about that for a second. The entire United States would be booming. We would have money coming out of our ears if the unemployment rate were truly 5.4%. Even at 10% for black people in the United States, the economy in the black community would be booming, staggering. Black people have never gotten down to 5%, never, in the history of the United States, even during slavery. How about that one? How's that for going back? And yes, that's true. You can go look it up for people who accounted for the black people in jail, the black people as slaves, and the free black people. Everybody wants to lump black people as all in the slave category. I don't have slavery in my family at all. Ever. Not a single ancestor in the entire huge family tree that I come from. And there were free black people. And there were free, unemployed black people. We've never had 5% unemployment amongst blacks in the United States in the history of the country. And we came over here with Columbus. You know, everybody likes to talk about him, but the first mate was black. And there was an entire ship of black people who settled the Americas with Columbus. We don't have 5.4% unemployment. The Young Turks can say that we do. Obama can say that we do. The Federal Reserve can say that we do. We don't. So attacking Mark Dice and saying, you know, he's a conspiracy theorist. Nothing he says is true. There's a million things wrong with him. When in fact we have all sorts of celebrities who are going international with it. We have the UN questioning whether or not the U.S. government is using chemical warfare on its own population. This is stuff that you can go look up. For the Young Turks to try and deny that chemtrails exist, period, I lump them in with the Christians that say that aliens don't exist, period, nowhere in the universe. How illogical does that even sound? Thank you for watching the Shikama Live Show.